This is what I'm talking about when I say it's a cult, right? They say they're against the bad stuff. They claim that that stuff is intolerable. We can't have that. But then when you point out that the bad stuff is actually happening, they refuse to acknowledge that it's happening. Because they're walking around with a picture of the guy who's doing the bad stuff on their shirt, on their hat, on their shoes, on their whatever. Watch this shit.
I'm not for deporting all illegals. I'm for due process if you're not committing a crime.
So you're against what's happening right now, then?
I didn't say that.
Well, the ICE is deporting people without due process who are not guilty of crime.
I think the ones that haven't, the illegals that have not committed a crime and are law-abiding, I think they ought to be due process.
So you're against what's happening right now, then?
I'm not against deporting anybody that's committed a crime.
Right, but people who have not committed a crime, which are many of the people being deported, you said you're against that, so you're against what's happening right now.
I think they ought to be vetted and screened.
And even though they're not, and they're deported, that's what's happening right now, so you are against that.
I think, again, and that's all I'm going to say, is the ones that haven't committed a crime, I think they ought to be vetted and see if they can stay.
So you don't agree with Donald Trump about that particular issue, then?
That one issue. Now, the ones who have committed a crime, get their asses out.
So the ones who haven't committed a crime, would you be protesting in LA if you lived there?
No.
On behalf of those people who haven't committed a crime
No.
and are being deported?
There. It's too fun. Could you see me in LA with this hat? I mean, come on.
I'm against deporting illegal aliens who haven't committed a crime without due process. Okay, well then you're against what Donald Trump is doing right now because he's doing that. I didn't say that. Okay, but you said that you were against deporting anybody who had not committed a crime without due process, right? I am against the illegals who haven't committed a crime being deported without due process. They should be vetted. Okay, but that's what's happening right now, so you are against what's happening right now. Can you see me in LA with this hat? I can't even see you in that hat where you're at. But I'm sure that joke went right over everybody's head, or at least their heads, I should say. These people don't know or understand policy. They don't know or understand the law, the shit that's happening. They're just part of the winning team. We got the right uniform on. Yay, look at us. We gather together with other like-minded people who also wear similar clothing and chant the same 3- and 4-letter slogans, but we have no idea what any of it means. We just know that we're on the winning team. These fucking people are idiots.